Hello, everyone.
Oh, and my video feed is immediately messed up. Okay, it's fixed. Hi. I didn't do that.
So, welcome back to Vigil. I think we have a few announcements today before we jump in today's game. So, if you would like to go ahead and do that.
We sure do. Wait. Oh no. Is it frozen?
Oh no.
Is it?
I don't know.
It
I
looks
can
frozen.
hear us. It's definitely frozen on screen, yeah. Like the cameras.
What is happening to me? Oh no. Is it better now? Oh god, Graf's head is shrinking.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
This is an interesting issue that I've never seen before.
Why?
I think it's fine now.
Personally, I think this is part of the experience and that it's fun.
Yeah, I had been trying to move the window with the video capture down so that I could read the announcement script, but apparently windowing Discord is still a problem. So I'm just gonna go and get it on my phone because I don't know what just happened.
You really did cast enlarge reduce on Graf's head.
Yeah, wait, whoop.
Okay. Hi everyone, we have some announcements. Thank you to our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp. I'm going to reverse the order tonight. Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans Storage area. You can check out their website, but you can also go there in person. And if you go there in person and you tell them that Probo sent you, then they might give you 10% off. Who knows? So thank you to them for their patronage. Now, the reason that I did that first is because I need to have a talk with all of you about Little Dragon Court. And they have a bunch of dice that you should get. They were running a sale last week. I don't know if it's still happening, but because, basically, the shelf where they stored a bunch of stuff, kind of just, collapsed / exploded, and, a bunch of their dice, the dice did not get damaged, but, the little cases did, and so they were doing, a sale, and you could use the code DAMAGE to get 20% off, and, I just have to say, I can't even hold. Guys, you can get so much dice from Little Dragon Corp, and they just have so many different kinds. Oh god, okay. They have dice in a tube. They got lab dice, okay? And they got, the actual Little Dragon Corp brand dice. I don't know, those ones are, red. You can get Chessex. You can get everything, okay? There's literally all of these dice. Oops, all dice.
This is giving me so much anxiety.
Yeah, so, basically, head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you can use the coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off your order, but also possibly damage to get 20% off of your order. And check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products. Thanks, Little Dragon Corp, for sponsoring us! I went a little ham. They're part of them are Christmas gifts, though. Yeah, so thanks to our sponsors. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. We stream every night here at Proficiency Bonus. We've got games for the major published 5e modules. Did I unmute myself? Yes, I did. About to lose it.
That would have been awkward.
No, you're good.
We have homebrew 5e games. And some of our games are in other systems entirely, we got, the Star Wars, and a bunch of other stuff that's, coming in the pipeline. We have video games, we probably have something for you, so you should go check it out. Also, Kristy, correct me if I'm wrong, or, if you have updated information, but we are gonna be doing a, limited series with the new Power Rangers, system, and I believe we are, recruiting for that?
The application is now live. If you go over to our Twitter at ProfBonus, you can click on the little Google Doc and sign up if you're so inclined. So there is a brand new mini-series in the works for January 2022.
There's a Power Rangers tabletop?
Yeah.
There's
it's
Power
a new
Ranger
thing.
table.
It's
Yeah.
not out yet, but it's coming.
Bro!
Probo is currently recruiting new players, new dungeon masters. We want to like expand our player pool horizon, and so if you are interested in joining the proficiency bonus family and you like watching us play and you want to play with us, now's your chance to come sign up. You might not even get picked, but you might get pulled onto the team somewhere else. So throw your shot.
Would it be accurate to say that we also are especially excited to have DMs and players of color?
Absolutely.
Apply? Yeah, that would be
LGBT
super
plus,
awesome.
all them,
Super, get the whole rainbow.
whole
Get
shebang.
get it all in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like we are welcome of all of different applications from anybody. Doesn't matter who you are, does not matter. I think we like experience level is not a requirement. Or you
Nope.
can be super experienced, but either way, like everybody is welcome. Oh, another pack that I forgot to bring out.
And I will say, like, if you can't find our Twitter, you can also check us out on Discord. We do have the application live there as well for general population.
Yeah, so you should come check it out, guys. It's gonna be really dope. Which kind of like leads into the other point of like, yeah, we have a Discord, and you should come hang out with us because we love talking to you and hearing about your favorite moments. So please check us out, join our community, send us your memes and your pet pics, and also just want to say a
Pet
quick,
tax.
yeah, pet. You do have to pay a pet tax. No, you don't have to pay a pet tax. That's not true.
You should, though.
You should though. Yeah. Also, thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we use in the backgrounds here on Proficiency Bonus on Wednesdays. He's a really talented composer. He has really great content usage rules for small streams like ours, so please support him on YouTube and Patreon if you are able. Kristy, anything for Mystic Hour?
I believe Mystic Hour is still on this week, and I believe Star Wars is coming back next week. Very exciting.
I
so,
believe so, yes.
Yeah, so I'll be playing Mass Effect 3, hopefully. Continuing in Mass Effect 3 on Thursday.
Yeah.
So hang out tomorrow.
And we have like a lot of big stuff happening. I believe Star Wars and Kindred lists are kind of like reaching their finales.
So is Star Wars finale next week, Derek?
I think there's two, isn't there? Yeah, there's two back to
Okay,
back,
so there's
so
one
it's the
more.
16th.
So the 16th and then the 19th?
No, 9th and the
the
16th.
19th is Kindred's list.
No, 17th is Kindred List.
Listen,
Oh
it's
my God.
happening eventually at some point
In
this
the
month.
next 2 to 3 weeks, both Star Wars and
I don't
Kindred
know.
List
It's one of the two.
Listen,
No, it's the
just-
10th.
finale
It's
phase.
the 10th.
It's the
Yeah,
end game.
Kindred List is on the 10th. Star Wars is on the 16th. Is the final for those.
Okay,
For-
there you
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
We
like
got there.
show up and something might
Show
be
up.
happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that, I believe, is all the announcements, at least.
Oh, and Shadowrun's finale is
Oh
happening
yeah,
too.
Shadowruns is
Oh my
the
God.
is the 17th. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie.
Victoria, you forgot to announce that you're sexy.
Oh.
Thanks. I mean, it doesn't even need to be announced, you know, it's
You're
like,
true.
always a fact. I had these all organized, and now my organization of all of these dice is out the window. So that's all my announcements. Derek.
Yeah, we are playing in the wonderful world of Exandria. The people of the wonderful people at Critical Role and Matthew Mercer made and developed this world. We are not affiliated with them in any way, but we are happy to be able to play in their world because it is an amazing world, and I would highly suggest checking them out if you haven't already. So yeah, I think that is all the announcements, right? No one else has anything they want to throw in there before? All right, so recap.
I got you. All right.
Alrighty.
So the Iron Line, in preparation for their job that they are going to be take, which involves traveling to Marquette, came upon a very interesting discovery just a few doors down from their warehouse. That being a new mercenary company that was just starting to begin their construction that has been so lovingly named the Steel Line. This mercenary company seems to be fronted by Dumka's ex-fiancée, Omen, as well as the multiple scorned noble son known as Geo. They've sort of gone into a partnership, and they have also gotten a wonderful bit of help from some of Tremayne's, air quote, friends, co-workers that we know are part of the Myriad, but I don't believe these people know. So the members of the Iron Line went and confronted them. There was some words sort of exchanged. There was the possibility of some sort of tournament or test of skill between the two mercenary companies, but with the party having more business to attend to, some people left in a huff, other people were carried out of the building, and we proceeded to go back to our personal projects. Beckett continues to train for mounted combat. Also buys Saren a wonderful flying saddle, and gets that all affixed with her. I've got a whole lot of underlined stuff. Tremayne does some non-lethal pit fighting in the regular anvil instead of the basement anvil. Matty works on possibly developing a weapon for Saren in the future, as well as brewing some potions for the upcoming mission. Zach says that he will keep things under wraps with the Iron Line and keep an eye on the Steel Line and may or may not do a little bit of arson, but that's on the down low. Reksha went to work back at the church in the forge and came up with this really, really interesting, like, rotating sword holster kind of thing, and he seems to be designing some swords for each member of the Iron Line. Dumka had his investment that he had sent out a few months ago in league with his father get a return on that, got like 9,000 gold, gave a big chunk of that over to his brother, as well as a chunk directly into the Iron Line. And also he met with Ezra, a nobleman who is currently imprisoned for a murder that we all know was done by the Myriad, but he's taking the fall for it, and Dumka vows to sort of try and sway things into his favor to make sure that he doesn't go down for this crime that he did not actually commit. Then the preparation for getting on the airship began to be underway. We moved our equipment on. We met the members of the crew, including Captain Villa, First Mate Tullis? Tillis?
Yeah.
It was going to be one of those vowel sounds. Most importantly, though, being Mo the cat, who seems to be the official mouser of the crew. The party then begins their 10-day journey towards the Red Steeps in Marquette, where Tremayne is told by Shashay that the party will be meeting with several other holders of the dragon lifebloods, specifically the silver dragon Zindor and also the blue dragon Zolbir. The blue dragon being Dumka's own draconic ancestor. They also talk about this interesting cult or group of people that had seemed to make the attack on the temple that we had investigated prior. And Shashay says it is not out of the realm of possibility that this could have been orchestrated by Ginir, the red dragon, also known as the Insane. The journey was set to take place over 10 days, but about 4 days into that journey, a commotion has erupted on and below deck as the party becomes known to the knowledge that there is a stowaway that has snuck on board. When they went to investigate who in fact it was, they saw none other than their intern, Tusk, who had been apprehended by some members of the crew. Did I miss anything? I know sometimes I forget little things about other people's characters. We all good?
Can't think of anything.
Think you got everything.
And so we bought sending stones, and so one is being held by Zach and the other technically by Dumka, though I'm sure it will be confiscated soon. But yeah, so we just saw Tusk. He has been sort of caught, apprehended by the crew. We locked eyes with him, he locked eyes with us, and we cut off right there. So that's where we are on day 4.
Yeah, so we jump right back into it right there. Tusk is being led down this long hallway where all the sleeping quarters are for like the guests and the more privacy kind of rooms instead of having the communal area. So he's being led a guard in front and another guard in behind, and they are heading towards the captain's chambers. He notices everybody as everybody peeks out the door, Scooby-Doo style, and seeing what was going on. But that's where we pick up. Did you all want to do anything while they're escorting Tusk down this hallway?
Can
If
I
not,
peek?
they'll just...
I just want to peek.
Okay. So, yeah, everybody's just peeking out the door. Tusk makes eye contact with most of you all. Kind of lowers his head after seeing Beckett, especially. Does Beckett have a kind of like a angry look on his face, or is
He's
it?
got a very stern look on this. He's not happy. He's honestly pissed, but he's not showing that he's angry. But he looks very stern.
Yeah. After seeing that, he kind of puts his head down and just keeps following the individuals that are leading him down this hallway. And if no one does anything to stop, they'll get to the captain's quarters, knock, and then head in.
Was that who I thought it was?
Yes.
We were all getting on the ship. We didn't have... Zach went back to go speak with Alifayan, I think. When did he sneak on the ship?
Can't believe Zach missed that.
I don't know, but he was explicitly told not to.
And Zach hasn't noticed that he's not around the Iron Line because he has not sent a message on the stone that he is missing. Unless...
Zach was supposed to be checking Reksha's apartment.
I think that's more of a DM issue problem, not...
No. I think
No.
Tusk might have a twin brother.
Tusk, maybe Tusk like put the pillows under the blankets, you know, at Reksha's house, and so Zach goes in and is like, "Tusk, are you okay?" And just sees him like sleeping there, and it's like, "Oh, he's sleeping."
Reksha, did you give Zach a key?
You lock your house?
I think I do.
I mean, you may not, but definitely
I don't
someone
think-
locks your house.
I think someone locks it for me, and then I also
Yeah.
have the gate.
Reksha will just kind of wave and say, people know well enough not to go digging around in my house while I'm not there.
Well, what are we going to do? We're almost halfway.
For their own good.
We're almost halfway to Marquette.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Zach was pretty upset and distracted by everything that happened with the imposters, so he might have been dealing with that. Beckett,
Yes.
what do we do? He's kind of been going. You've been the one who's been providing him with guidance. And I know that. Didn't you tell him to stay at Reksha's apartment?
Yes, he was explicitly told to stay, that he wasn't welcome on this trip because his presence could provide a nuisance for us should he continue to be hunted down.
This is a problem.
Maybe he has something important that he needed to tell us?
I'm willing to hear him out, but if he just wanted to join us on our job, which is what I suspect, I think we need to seriously consider whether or not he's a good fit for the Iron Line.
Does that mean that one of the crew does not know that he is with us?
Does he seem like
Should
the kind
we-
of person who would keep quiet about that if they ask?
So I'm sure that someone will be coming to, are we all staying? Wait, are we all just in the same room? Where are we?
I feel like
You
We're
all have your
literally
own
just-
separate room.
Yeah, we're
and you
literally
always,
just talking to each other like...
Oh, we're all just like
No,
talking
we're
across
all-
the hall.
No, listen, we probably ran into Beckett's room because Beckett was the one who...
These rooms are
one
not
looked-
that big.
Beckett has the big room for the dog
Yeah,
or the
but
dragon.
it's still
Dog!
these rooms can maybe fit one more person with Beckett and Saren in it.
Okay, then we're
These are
spilling
very
out.
small rooms.
We're spilling
so
out into the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm just poking my head out the door and watching all this and just like being quiet, but like watching like very like intensely, going back and forth between the conversation. Like, oh no.
You know when you're at like a convention and then like you're at the hotel and like two people start talking in the hallway and then someone comes out into the hallway and then someone comes out into the hallway and then there's like 4 cosplayers just in the hallway. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
And what
like
happened to us
that's
at
kind of
Gen-Con?
that's like yeah, that's like kind of what the situation. So I mean, should we go to? He just got taken to the captain's quarters. I mean, what if they make him walk the plank? Like that's really deadly on an airship.
Well, that's why you listen.
about this
Tremayne.
time, one of the individuals that were leading Tusk down the hall exits the chamber of the captain's room, comes down, notices you all talking. The captain requests your presence in her chambers if
Beckett just gestures.
All of us. Yeah. Okay.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow last.
This-
It's like I'm being
yeah.
sent to the principal's office just for like watching.
He will turn around and lead you all down. Like I said, this hallway has basically just a long hallway with rooms on each side of the hallway. At the end, there is a bigger room that is the captain's quarters. That is where she sleeps and all this. So they will lead you down the hallway, open the door back up, and you all notice that this room is actually relatively big. Nicer size, of course, because captain's chambers. It's not fancy by any means, but there's a nice sized bed. There's a bookshelf with a few different books on it, a small little desk with a chair, and then another couple of chairs, like armchairs, just throughout the room that you can sit in. First thing you all notice that Tusk is sitting in one of the armchairs, across a small little one of those circular tables. The captain is sitting on the opposite side, in a kind of like this really fancy silk robe, and then also Sashay is sitting on the captain's bed, and also another kind of silky robe. But as you all enter, well, we've had a kind of a interesting occurrence tonight. Sashay tells me this might be one of your all's friends. Is that true? This is the captain speaking. Are they a part of the
Yes.
team that is supposed to be protecting Sashay?
Well, that specific question. No.
No.
Not part of Shashay's entourage, but is with us in the greater.
They
sense.
work for the Iron Line. They were not supposed to be with us here today. He looks at Tusk.
Tusk like fills your stare on him, but does not like kind of like look towards you. Kind of just keeps his head down, and doesn't. He's not really saying anything at the moment. Well, then he is indeed a stowaway. What would you recommend I do with said stowaway, since they are in your employ? Typically, if it was up to me, I would either throw them off the ship or lock them in a room until we get to a city.
We're not going to a city in the Red Steeps, correct?
That is true.
Okay.
So are you saying throwing him off the
No.
ship?
I am not a supporter of capital punishment. But Uh, I want to apologize. On behalf of the Iron Line, I look at everyone for any stress or undue inconvenience that this has provided to you and your crew. I hope that it hasn't been too much of a problem for them outside of this conversation that we're having, but I do apologize because you have been very kind to us.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I am rather impressed that he has been able to go unnoticed for 4 days. Typically, we keep a tighter ship and looks over at the two individuals, the crew members that are in the room. Still, looks over at them and kind of like gives them a disappointing look that they took so long to find a stowaway on the ship. But what would you like to do? Would you want him confined to a chamber until we get back to Port Zoon?
Do you need any assistance on the ship?
I mean, we don't need.
Put him to work.
We can always use help. If that's what you would you want to put him to work?
Yes.
Sure, we can do that.
He would be happy to aid, right, Tusk? You've been
Yes,
very
of
quiet.
Of course.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful ship you have.
And perhaps maybe we could also speak with him in private at some point.
By all means. I'm just glad this is seems to be worked out at least, and I don't have to throw anyone off my ship. I typically don't like doing it, but you know, it happens.
Your mercy is noted and appreciated, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you. Sorry for sneaking onto your ship.
There we go. That is a good. He's like looking at everyone like, see, he apologized. That's good. Tremaine's face is
Right. Okay, I just imagine Dumka looks over and is like, he apologized, sure, and like literally everybody else does not look amused.
Dumka's like
Job. Yes, well done. Kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm so stupid.
Thank you for the gifted subs, King Bashman.
Yes, thank you. Well, since this has been worked out, I would like to continue sleeping. So if there was anything else, your friend can grab a bunk in the chambers with the rest of the crew. And hopefully we don't have any more interruptions. The two individuals.
Think that we will.
The two individuals go open the door for everybody else, and they will kind of like motion for everybody to exit the chambers, and you all are free to do what you all will. Tusk will follow you all. Again, not really saying anything unless you all speak to him. The two individuals that were leading him around the ship will go off and continue their work, and you all are left to yourselves.
I would actually like to stay behind with the captain and just do some extra schmoozing and smoothing of this over, possibly exchange some gold for apologies, but
you offer gold, and no, it's okay. I am just glad they're a part of your crew and not some random individual. Then we might have had some more issues, so.
he'll probably, as long as she doesn't have an immediate thing to go do, which she may, but if she's going to stay in her quarters, he'll just stay and talk with her, and the others can go with.
Again, I think I would rather get some more sleep, if you don't mind.
It is night. It is nighttime.
It is in the middle of the night.
I will leave. I will leave you.
But feel free if you need to stop by and talk tomorrow. We could talk then. Good night.
Good night.
They walk you to the door and close it behind you. You hear a lock.
I'm trying to sleep.
God.
I'm trying to sleep too. You have a comfy bed.
Yeah, so you all are standing in this hallway. Tusk standing there with you. What would y'all like to do?
Reksha just kind of bridge to nose.
Beckett's crossing his arms and looking at Tusk.
I see. Beckett to start giving him the manager's stare, and I kind of pat Beckett on the shoulder. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to bed. And I don't want to be. There's gonna be something happening. I'm gonna run away.
So Beckett's he'll turn and reach for your arm and do the thing where he grabs your arm before you leave.
Yeah.
Just to stop you. I'm sorry that it's so tense right now.
Oh no, you are completely within your right. He overstepped some boundaries and he needs to have that addressed. But I feel like I'm still a little bit too new to cross that threshold. I'll get to him later. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Turns back around immediately.
Hello.
Would you like to explain yourself?
I just I don't I don't know really what to say. I am sorry.
You can start with why you're here.
I just felt it was safer to be with you all than to be in the city by myself.
Were my instructions not good enough? You weren't by yourself.
Well, no, I wasn't totally by myself, but I just felt safer with you all. Especially since we now have learned that apparently someone is trying to kill me.
Aww.
I just felt safer with you all.
Allegedly attempting to kill you. I'll remind everybody here that people hunting Tusk down is alleged and not proven as fact yet.
Well, there was at least 2 people.
Who are dead now.
They are dead.
Just learning about what you all found out, it kind of spooked me a little bit, and I don't know, I guess my nerves got the best of me.
So
and
are you not able to take orders? Is that what we're hearing? That you choose to follow your own feelings over orders that you get when you're trying to be an intern at a mercenary company where you're supposed to follow orders?
It's something that I'm trying to work on. I for the longest time I've been, self-employed, so I didn't really have to take orders. So it's something that I'm trying to work on, and I am still learning.
I think there's a difference between being told to sharpen some swords and taking a nap instead versus staying hidden and coming onto an airship to cross the planet and then kind of being a tag-along to a very secret mission. There's kind of a difference there, at least in my mind, in the degree of severity of what you've done.
If you're worried about secrets, I'm very good at keeping secrets.
Reksha will kind of just step forward and will say, I understand where you're coming from. And I can understand the fact that you are scared what will happen if you are left without us being able to protect you. This is a very, very important job that we were tasked to go on. And if
I mean,
anything
I can help.
happens,
Since I'm here, I can help with
No.
if you all need me to.
the issue is
No.
that we didn't ask for your help, nor did we think we needed it. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I really do. It's nice to have people who are so willing to jump on to a job and help out. Kind of like Titan's grip on shoulder. It is also very nice to have people who understand that they must do what they're told when it comes to things as important as this.
Also,
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah, that's a great point. Nor do we trust you enough to even have you be privy into the things we were going out here to do in the first place.
And also, I know you think you're in danger right now, but we didn't bring you on this mission because it is more dangerous than the people who are coming after you. What we are doing is far beyond a few assassins with magic brands. This is of a much higher level, much riskier than that. You were safer in Port Zoon.
I mean, okay. So, would you just like me to stay on the ship then, or?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
He's laughing.
Dumka knows when to hold his tongue. Sometimes. Now is one of them.
And when we return to Port Zoon,
Mhm.
we're all going to have a conversation about whether or not you're a good fit for the Iron Line.
Okay. Am I getting fired?
We need people who
Can
can
I be
follow
fired?
orders. Mercenaries need to be able to take on missions as they're told to do. Your mission was to keep yourself safe, and now you have compromised that.
Reksha will just we will be thinking about it. Take this as a learning experience. I'm also going to be heading to bed. I would like to get up early to start working on breakfast. And he'll also leave.
Find a bunk, get some rest.
And I'm sorry. I like it's and doesn't really finish the sentence and kind of just like walks off towards the bunk area.
Tremayne is just gonna, if there's like a sack of like something vaguely soft, or if just an empty one and she can go toss all of her clothes into it, she's literally just gonna go take it up onto the deck and is gonna just punch the bag for a little while 'cause she's pissed.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you go up and start you said you're going up to the deck and
You basically getting together like a little punching bag and just going up onto the deck, like where I'm not in anybody's way because it's very tight quarters down here, and just like letting out the frustration because that's how she knows to cope.
Yeah, you're able to do that, and you go hang up this punching bag, makeshift punching bag up on the deck. And you notice that Tillis is out there, kind of like keeping watch, and notices what you're doing, kind of walks over. Everything okay? I heard there was some commotion down below deck.
She's just like punching it and is like, yeah, everything is fine and dandy.
He'll come over there and he'll hold the bag for you so it stops moving so much and you can get better contact with it. Well, I understand having to work out some frustrations every once in a while.
Oh, being in charge of other people is so frustrating. I know my friends will listen and do the right thing when they need to, but like, oh my. I don't think I could ever work in a ship crew like this. What do you do when people are dumb as rocks?
You're
I think just once you do it for long enough, you get the hang of it, and you just start to learn how to mold set of rocks into something more. So
Yeah, so molding things is not really like my forte, and she'll probably like not talk for a little bit, and eventually like ends up punching the bag like so hard that it just kind of like breaks and like sand or something is falling out. I tend to break things more. That's more my thing.
I see that you're quite strong. Well, I mean, it's just some individuals may take a more strong and stern way of discipline. Some others, you have to learn how to read people and see what the best way of molding them would be. So I'm sure eventually you will figure out how to do this.
Maybe. Oh, I hear Caspian flopping. He's a baby.
Yeah, he's there over there. Oh, it's
Oh,
Cricket.
oh, cricket. Yeah, Tremayne just kind of like thinks about what he said for a little, and then will like get a broom and clean up the mess that is probably on the deck, and just I don't know, yeets it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you can just sweep it off the edge if you wanted to.
Yeet.
Yeah.
And then goes to bed.
Okay. So yeah, did anybody else want to do anything for the rest of the night, or everybody else going to sleep?
No, going to bed.
Okay. Dumka? Matty? Anything? Reksha?
I think Maddie had her ear pressed to the door and was listening listening to the entire conversation, and then once she heard like Tusk walk off and everyone got like spread out, she's like, okay, goes into bed, feels a little bit better about it, and goes to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like Dumka's still in that hallway.
We're getting a little echo, Kristy.
Sorry.
Huh?
I feel like Dumka's still in the hallway.
Okay.
Because everyone kind of like went off, and he like, he's looking at like Beckett's door, and then Reksha's door, and then Tusk's door.
Tusk doesn't have a door. He's in the barracks, or like in the communal area.
He looks at the stairs to the communal area, and he's just like, and he like goes to walk to one person's door, and then he steps back in the hallway.
Okay.
And he goes to walk to another person's door, and he steps back in the hallway. I'm gonna... Let's see. 2, 3. Okay. Nope. He says to himself. He goes back to his room.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody can grab a long rest, and the next morning, Reksha, you said you're waking up to do breakfast.
Uh-huh. He he also probably finished the last of the 4 swords he was making.
Zorfus will greet you in the morning. As you all probably get to the kitchen about the same time. But what do you think what should we do for breakfast this morning?
Oh,
What are you
that
thinking?
is a good question. What do we have?
I mean, we don't really have much of a choice, but I'm sure we can figure something out. We have
Do you
some
have
like,
enough
potatoes and a little bit of eggs.
Do you have enough stuff to hand make dough?
We have some loaves of bread on board, but we don't have the stuff to make dough, unfortunately.
I can come up with something.
Alright. Well, you make one, and I'll make one also, and we can just kind of put it together. And you all kind of do your own thing, and what Zorfus is doing is basically gonna do like just a lot of eggs, a lot of like scrambled eggs type thing, and put some like different spices and stuff like that in it. And yeah, you have an idea of what you would like to make for the crew?
God.
It's very like like you could do some like there. I guess there is some bread, there's some eggs, there's like a little bit of like some meats and stuff like that. So like if you wanted to do bacon or something like that, there's probably that on the ship.
He will make bacon. He's like really like "Ugh, I can't believe there's no stuff to make dough because I was gonna like hand make everybody breakfast calzones and now I can't do that. So like what was even the point of like getting up this morning? Oh, we do have I have bag of bounty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have the bag of bounty, but you
Actually-
can get it from me because
Give me the bag.
Takes off.
you burst in the door and you're like, "Give me the bag!" And Dumka's like,
No, it's literally just opens the door to Dumka's room without knocking and just goes, I need the bag.
"Here, wait, I have exactly what Reksha sees. It's that." What?
The bag. Bag of bounty. I need it.
The bag? Ah! He points at like the other end of the room where like his backpack and the satchel are like hanging off of like something.
Thank you. It is a matter of life and death. And he'll go over and grab the bag.
Huh?
Let's see. Let me read how this works again because I don't remember.
You can make a charisma check to like try and control the food.
Okay.
It says. Well, I'll take it out of my inventory, but. Shape this meal with your thoughts. You can create the standard bland fare without requiring any sort of check, but you can attempt to create finer food by making a charisma check. If you're proficient with cook's utensils, you add your bonus to this check. So I feel like to make dough, you just probably need to do modest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reksha will use it to just, and he basically comes back into the kitchen with this bag.
You come running back into the kitchen. Zorf is like, look over. What is that?
It's what is going to save breakfast. And he just starts like, he uses it and just starts emptying it, and dough just starts flooding out. And other things that would be needed, because I think you can make more than just one ingredient. So he's basically just getting all of the stuff out to make like breakfast calzones.
Where did you get one of those? I need one. I'm about to put in a requisition for the captain to get me one of these. This would help so much.
We have contacts.
If you think you could put in a word for me and get me one?
Perhaps it might. Perhaps we could work something out. the Iron Line gets around.
I will do anything I can to get one of these. This is amazing.
And then he just gets down and gets to work.
Yeah, and yeah, you all make you can use like he will do. He also does like some hash browns, cuts up some potatoes, and does like a little bit of hash browns too, and some eggs. And then if you need any of that kind of stuff for your calzones, you're more than welcome to use. But yeah, you all cook a good breakfast for everyone on the ship, and it is a lot. It is a lot of work because there is 20 something people on the ship, because there's 20 crew members and then plus you all. So, but yeah, you all cook, and everybody can get breakfast when they wake up. I would say Tremayne's probably the last one to wake up since she went up and did some boxing.
Matty probably woke up pretty early and
Okay.
was up on the deck while
Sure.
she smelled like breakfast being made, and she will get out her pot plate and start making like multiple pots of tea, of
Mhm.
like black peach tea.
Okay.
And like she only has enough cups for her party, so if
Yeah.
any of the crew member wants tea, she's like, "Bring your own cup, and I got you."
Okay. A couple of them. Most of the people that are working on the top of the deck will bring up like a mug. They grab and will take like a small cup of tea.
Good for caffeine.
Thank you. This will help for the morning. And they go back to their business. And yeah, you hand out some tea to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
While you're sitting up on the deck, you'll see Mo come walking up and walk up to you, kind of like sniff the tea a little bit, and then kind of do the head rub onto your your arm or leg wherever you're sitting, and kind of will just sit there and watch you make the tea. Yeah. Um, Anybody else doing anything? Want to do anything this morning? All right.
Beckett's probably making sure that Tusk is doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yes,
Working.
Yes, he woke up. He was up before you, and basically went and found the first mate, and is just doing anything the first mate basically asks of him, which is mainly cleaning. So he's got like a mop and like a broom and stuff, and is just basically cleaning the ship. Is what he's doing. Because they don't trust him with any of the harder stuff.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. So yeah, he's if you all look for him for the day, he is basically just cleaning. Gets a few breaks here and there. But yeah, that's basically what Tusk will be doing for the remainder of the ride. But if no one else has anything they want to do today,
I go and I drink the tea with Matty.
okay,
Yeah, I would.
yeah.
If I don't see them eventually, I would go hunt them down and give them a cup.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. So yeah, Tremayne, you go up to the top of the deck and sit down with Matty, have a nice cup of warm tea. The breeze is a little chilly,
Oh,
but that's just
I
because
have
of
a
how
hot
high
plate.
you
I
are.
have a hot plate.
Yeah. It helps. But I mean, it's not like it's super cold up here.
Oh, okay. Just
But
windy.
it is a little chilly with the breeze and stuff. So, yeah, you all can have a nice cup of tea up on the deck. About midday, around like a little bit after lunch, you all hear a kind of like a bell ring from the top of the deck, and you have heard this a few times before, and this is kind of just the call the captain up to the top of the deck if she wasn't already up there. So if anybody's on the top of the deck, you see Tillis go over there and like kind of ring this bell, and Vela comes up to the deck, and they point out, which some of you all it's easy enough to notice, there is a storm,
Uh-oh.
like a relatively big storm off in the horizon in the direction that you all were headed. And you hear the captain and Tillis talk about like what they want to do. Do they want to try to like go around, might add a few days or like another day to the trip, like basically the plan of tackling this storm, or just to try and see if like how bad it is and getting closer and stuff like that. But if anybody wants to butt in while they're having this conversation, be my guest. Because like I said, they're having this up on top of the deck, so if anybody
I
is
just
up
make
there.
sure while I'm prepping my spells, I make sure I have Featherfall available because
Okay.
it's probably gonna get windy and I'm worried
Good.
everyone's gonna fall off the edge. So yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna make sure I have like lots of feathers prepared.
Okay.
As much as I would love to extend the trip, as it means that there is more pay, if it is possible to sail through and you think that the ship and the crew are capable, I would very much like to stay on course. But I'm not a sailor.
I mean, it's
I don't-
it's a possibility we could sail through depending on how strong the storm is.
I don't necessarily think it's up to us. I think it's up to Sachet and the crew.
Sachet
Dumka's
at
just
this
like
point
looking at
will.
the storm. He's so excited.
Sachet will speak up. I think we will leave it up to the captain, or a consensus.
Consensus.
Yes, can't speak apparently. And we can go with whatever the group decides. It doesn't personally matter to me.
Are you on like a set? Like, do you have to be there by a certain date?
No.
Oh, okay. So there's like no rush.
No rush. No.
Oh, okay.
My friends probably are there already, but they can wait. It's not. Hopefully, it's not a big deal. So.
All right. So they're not gonna leave if we don't show up in time.
I don't think so.
All right.
Well, and then the captain starts to speak. Well, how about we get closer and we'll see how strong the winds are when we get a little bit closer, and then we'll judge from there. And Tillis, the first mate, will kind of nod, and you heard and kind of will yell out to the ship. You heard the captain. We are keeping course, and we'll adjust if needed. Captain will actually stay on top of the deck this time to keep an eye out also. And as you all continue traveling forward towards this storm, the winds start to pick up. There's some rain on the outskirts of the storm, and once you all get to this point, the captain was, Tillis, I think we should try and go around it. It seems like the storm is maybe a little bit more, not too much we could handle, but I don't want to risk it. And of course, Captain. And they will change course and start to kind of like move around the storm.
But
Go ahead. Anybody that's on top of the deck can make a perception check for me.
I'm probably up there. I think
I'm
just spent a lot
definitely
of
up
time
there. Been watching.
Ugh, that's not a good roll.
9.
6.
Okay.
18.
I rolled a 15.
15. Okay. Kristy, you're muted.
18 plus 1, 19.
All right. So, Beckett, Reksha, and Matty, as you all are starting to change course and start to go around this this storm, you see like a flash of lightning in the storm, and you could swear you almost see this like serpentine like creature inside of the storm. You also notice that this storm almost seems to shift, and it, as you're trying to correct course and go around it. However, it seems like it stays in front of you.
Anyone see that?
Captain.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That doesn't look right.
Let me roll for the captain and the first mate and see if they notice.
I go to the bow of the ship.
Oh no.
The captain does also notice.
See what?
Yes, I did notice that, and it also seems like the storm is unnaturally moving.
Reksha, you're going to the bow. Reksha's just gonna grab your arm to keep you from moving forward more.
You said you're going to the bow? Okay. Do you want? What are you doing?
Well, Reksha grabbed my arm.
Okay.
So you can continue with the scene if you want, but
Tremayne, did you want to say
I'm
something?
just confused. I'm just looking around. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
So
I'm gonna pull out my gun because I don't.
Sure. The captain yells out, let's make a full stop and see what happens with this storm. Seems to be unnatural, and man the guns just in case. And
I'm already doing it.
you see a few different people run to the ballistas and the cannon. Of course, if one of you all want to take control of any of those, you're more than welcome to.
Yes.
But a couple of minutes goes by, and you notice the rain starts to get heavier. The wind picks up, and it's more like you're in the middle of like, not like kind of like a tropical storm kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wind is very heavy. If you have anything that's not like tied down, like if you're wearing a hat or like a scarf or anything, you got to make sure that's on tight, or like take off the hat and like put it in your bags or something, where that's going to disappear. Basically,
I'm putting my jewelry in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Reksha's going to. He doesn't think he'll need it, but like it's just you're too excited about this, and he's gonna cast Death Ward on Dumka.
Okay. So Dumka, you have Death Ward.
there hasn't been a proper storm in Port Zoon for quite some time, and I've been waiting for one.
That's very exciting. It's less so when we are hundreds of thousands of feet up in the air.
That has never stopped me. I don't care.
As you all are talking, there's another loud thunder crack, and like lightning lights up the sky, and you see in the storm again. This time everybody sees this. A very long serpentine-like creature that seems to be circling the center of the eye of the storm. And the storm is just progressively moving towards you all.
I'm
Okay.
going
And engulfing the ship.
Okay, I'm going to quickly hand Tremayne a potion bottle for boldness, which actually I'm going to give her flight just in caseies.
Okay, so Tremayne, you get a potion of flight.
For 10 minutes, just in caseies.
I want to try and
I'll give
wiggle out
Dumka the resilience, which gives Dumka the +1 AC for 10 minutes. So I hand those 2 potions out.
Put that on my
just hold the line.
Okay.
And that's I guess that's my prepared action.
Sure. I mean, does anybody want to do anything while? Sure. Go ahead. What would you like to do?
I would like to squeeze a lot of Reksha's arm. First off,
sure.
so I can have
Are you gonna try and stop him, Reksha, or are you just gonna let him?
You can let go. I'll just stay close.
Okay.
So... Because if you remember, in all of our travels, I kept on asking you what the weather was like.
Yeah.
So before you even said there was a big serpentine creature in there, this is what I wanted to do. He's if there's like a figurehead or something that is like up at the bow of the ship.
Yeah, there's a large dragon's head like that is on the front of the ship. Really cool looking.
I'm running up to the bow of the ship, and I'm like I'm climbing onto the dragon's head, and I'm looking out at this storm, and I'm like feeling the energy of the lightning and the wind and the rain. And I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
Okay. All right. Sure. You cast fly on yourself, and as you are doing this, the storm gets closer you get farther and farther into the storm. The wind picks up even more. Another flash of lightning, and you see this creature kind of rotating the ship, and this ship is 80 feet long, basically, or from end to end. This thing is basically full rotating the ship at this point. And
Okay,
then sometimes it goes underneath the ship and goes up above. It does all these different like maneuvers around the ship, and this is where I think I'm going to need initiative.
Can I stand in the middle of the ship so I'm within 30 feet of all my party members?
You all. That's why this map's is up. If you all want a place where you all are on the ship, be my guest. Go ahead and move your tokens. I will say, Mo, as soon as the storm started, Mo went down underneath the deck instantly.
Yes.
It's not like the wind or the rain. The captain is still on the top of the deck. She is basically trying to keep the ship steady and controlling the wheel. And then you have 4 individuals of the crew on each of the weapons on the ship. But again, like I said, if one of you all want to take control of those weapons, you can, and you can use them. So yeah.
Don't cut me too far.
I'm only this far because I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't
delete that one. There we go.
Yeah, she's with me.
And I think this is a good place where we're gonna take our break while we roll initiative, so everybody can get some snacks, some drinks.
Then get your butt on the ship.
Before we that it does extend a little bit more. There's a dragon's head there. I just didn't have something to indicate that. So he's still on the ship technically. He's just over the railing.
I need you within 30 feet of me.
But I think that we're gonna take a short break here, and we'll be back shortly. So grab a drink, some snacks, and get ready to see what this creature is. hopefully everybody got some snacks and a drink and used the restroom, because we are going to jump right into this combat. So we have Dumka that casted Fly on themselves. Matty handed out a couple potions. Reksha casted Death Ward on Dumka, and that is where we are going to pick up. First up is actually Sasha, and since they are on the top of the deck, gonna kind of like yell out to you all. Hopefully you all can handle this. I'm gonna go below deck, and hopefully you don't need my help.
Wow.
And they kind of quickly make their exit below deck.
We are hired as bodyguards.
Yeah.
So so they exit and they go below deck.
You really put Shashay on the map just to say.
Yeah.
Well, because they were up there, and depending on where they rolled, they might not have gotten off the ship before the thing went.
Fair.
Which is the creature's turn. Is up next. So, as this thing is flying around, you start to hear this all these like different lightning strikes, and as it gotten closer to the ship, you actually see this large serpentine creature with all these different wings, and like it looks like its body is made up of electricity, and it's like shooting through itself, and you see these wings all across its body. No like legs or arms, and it just has like this long snake-like head to it. And I will need everybody within 120 feet, which is everybody, to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, great. Great start for me.
Ah.
Should I roll one for Saren too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You better not be rolling for Mo. Mo is safe, right?
No, Mo is below deck. He's totally fine.
Okay.
As soon as like the wind started picking up, Mo booked it downstairs.
I got a dirty 20.
A Tusk passed. Dirty 20. Okay. You
Four.
pass.
I got a 22.
22. You pass.
4.
4. You fail.
9.
You fail.
Saren got a 10.
She fails. Matty?
I got a 12. So I'm
Okay.
gonna use my Flash of Genius and hope to save Saren.
To save Saren?
Yeah.
What would that add to Saren?
+5 to their roll.
Yeah, what was Saren? I think
15.
it was okay,
Hers
so
was
it's
a
15.
10, so 15 total.
Still fails.
No!
However, nope, doesn't matter. So anybody that's below 15, you are also stunned for a round.
Oh
Wait, so did Saren not stun at least?
Nope, it's
15 or lower?
yeah, you have to be
15.
higher than 15.
Oh, Saren, I tried so hard.
Everybody that failed takes 30 points of lightning damage.
Ow!
As lightning strikes just come out of nowhere, and it
Bro.
electrocutes out of this creature and strikes everybody, taking 30 damage. And anybody that was like 15 or lower are stunned for a round.
Well,
And so if you succeeded, which I believe 2 people did, Tusk also succeeded. Beckett, you succeeded, right? You had
Yeah.
what was yours?
22 or something like that.
And then you had a 20, which you just succeed. So,
Excuse me.
so you two take half damage, and Tusk actually takes no damage.
What is the half damage amount?
15. You see as this lightning bolt comes down and like tries to hit Tusk, he quickly just like jumps out of the way, draws his bow, and this thing connects with the ship. You see some of the other individuals on the top of the deck getting hit by this. It doesn't seem like it killed anybody, but it definitely left some people hurt. So,
Guys, guess what my HP is right now?
69.
Reksha, your turn. You're stunned, I believe.
I'm fucking stunned.
Tremayne, your turn. You are no longer stunned. It only lasts until the end of your turn. So.
Well, geez. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to this thing. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Like I said, its body is completely like engulfing the ship, so you don't actually have to get to the head. That the elemental thing that's on here is just the head of it. So technically, you could be at the edge of a ship and still hit its body.
I was gonna shoot the thingy, but
oh, you want to use the ballista? No,
well,
yeah, go
because
ahead.
like
I didn't know that.
if it's flying around, I feel like I would hurt it more with this.
Sure.
But also watch it do nothing.
Yeah,
I
you
want to use that.
use a harpoon gun.
Yeah.
The cool thing about these is, as you all haven't gotten super up close with these weaponry, they all have these runes on them. So these are all considered magical weapons. So you can roll a d20 and then you add +8 to this.
Oh.
Because of the ship's it has like an innate like aiming capabilities to it, so it like helps it so where you don't necessarily have to be super good at aiming. It has like a guiding system kind of thing. So yeah, you add a +8 to this.
I rolled a natural 3, so that's 11.
Oh yeah, no. Unfortunately, that does not hit this creature. So that being said,
yeah. So
you have extra attack though.
Yeah, but wouldn't I have to use that to reload?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, so you could reload this one if you want, or you could try and like attack it with your weapon if you wanted to, technically. But up to you.
If I shoot this thing and it immediately doesn't work, and then I'm like, there's a reason to use melee weapons. So I will take out my sword and just kind of like boop it with my sword.
Yeah, you jump up and slash at its body that's like coming across the top of the ship, and you make your swing.
No, that's a 4 on the die.
Oh no, this is not the time for Tremayne to be rolling that.
Total.
Okay, 15. Yeah, unfortunately that misses also.
That's my turn.
Matty,
right.
it would be your turn, but you are stunned.
Oh.
It is Tusk's turn. So he takes out as he dodged the lightning strike, he takes out his bow and he's going to fire his bow. Unfortunately, it is with disadvantage. Any basic ranged weaponry here is going to be at all disadvantage because of the storm. Unfortunately, the good thing about the ship though is it fires with so much force, it does not have disadvantage. So that is the one good thing about the ship's weaponry. But this is a school attack. That's an 18 and a 17. So yeah, that's going to hit. You know, and he'll also make this with a grasping arrow. So it's gonna add another 2d6. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem the poison damage does anything to it. 5 and a 6 on the grasping arrow, and then a d8, a 2. So that is a total of 20 points of piercing damage. Nice. As Tusk does 20 points of piercing damage to this thing, and you see as this arrow connects, it tries to wrap around this creature and tries to like restrain it, but unfortunately it does not. It does not make contact with it, and you get the sense that it is not able to be grappled. So that would be his turn. So Dumka would be yours. However, you are stunned, I believe.
Stunned.
Beckett, I believe it is your turn, and you are not stunned.
No. So you said that it's basically engulfing the ship, so it's just like
Yeah,
there.
you basically could attack it from anywhere. Like if you go up to the railing of the ship, you could attack it from any side of the ship. Just the elemental that I have on the map represents its head. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my favored foe first.
Okay.
So if I hit it with an attack roll, I'm gonna try and mark it as my favorite enemy, which would give me an extra d6 to it. On the first time on each of my turns, and anytime I hit, it would do that. What am I gonna hit it with? Would the favored foe, never mind. It says as if you
They're
were
both
concentrating on a
concentration.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
can't.
gonna say would it stack with.
Unfortunately, it would not.
That's okay. That'd be cool if it did.
It would
but...
be really cool if it could.
Okay. I'm gonna just pull out my sword.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a couple slashes with it.
Yeah. Alright. This is my magical longsword, by the way.
Okay.
The first one's a 19, and I'm doing this one-handed.
19? 19, yes, just hits.
And the second one is an 18.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay.
First one hits, though.
So, ooh, max damage. So that's
Nice.
16 slashing damage to start. And then because I hit it, that's another max damage. And then that's another 6 additional
So 22 altogether.
damage to it, yes.
All right. Yeah, it you make a sizable slash through this. As you make contact with it with your weapon, though, you notice that its body isn't fully there.
So it's like incorporeal?
Yeah, it's almost like really condensed air that what this creature is made of. So
because of that, am I getting the sense that maybe the slashing damage I'm doing to it isn't necessarily doing as much?
no, it's a magical weapon, so you're fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Looks at everybody else.
Yeah, you get the sense if it wasn't a magical weapon, it probably wouldn't have done as much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You doing anything else?
Let me look at the map really quick. I think I'm probably gonna stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am because I'm right here with 2 people, and I want to make sure I'm staying as close to the group as possible. So.
All right.
I'll stay there. And then Saren would technically go on my initiative, but she's
correct.
stunned.
And yeah, she is stunned. So, it is going to use one of its legendary actions.
Huh?
And it is going to use Lightning Strike.
Uh-huh.
So, since technically this is like it says 5 feet within its range, it is just going to pick one creature. So, Beckett, since you're the one that did damage to it last and technically did the most, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
9.
Unfortunately, that fails. You take 16 points of lightning damage as another one of these bolts shoot out from it and basically is attracted to your longsword and goes through it and gives you a jolt of electricity as almost like a lightning rod. But that is the end of its legendary actions. So now we're back at the top of the round, which the ship is going to go now. So you've already fired 1 harpoon. So that means it only gets 2 attacks. So 2 of the other individuals are going to turn the harpoon and aim at its body, and it's going to fire at him. So 2 attacks with that. One's a natural 1, unfortunately, but the other one is a 21. So that hits. Takes 2d10 points of piercing damage, which is a 9 and a 2, so 12, or 11. And unfortunately, it cannot be grappled, so the harpoon effect does not work. So let me go ahead and do that really fast. 11 points. And then You also see someone go up to the large mortar-like cannon on the top of the ship next to the captain's, where the captain is standing, and they are going to fire that also. And it's like an arcing shot. So that's a 17, so plus that's 25. That hits. So it's going to take 3d10 piercing and 4d10 fire. So that's not very good rolls on that, though. That's 8 points of piercing. And then 23 points of fire damage. So 31 altogether. You see, as someone runs up to this cannon, fires it, you see this like reddish orb that just explodes out of it, arcs into the air, connects onto the body of this creature, explodes in shrapnel, and then and then also explodes in like a fiery explosion, as makes a direct hit with this creature, and it, like, you hear the as it emits noise as it sounds like it's just thunder as it like opens its mouth and as it took that impact. So technically it's Sasha's turn. They are gonna stay underneath the ship. Now it is the creature's turn again. I gotta roll to see if they recharge on their lightning storm. They do not. So
Does the stun end at the end of our turn, or
at the end of your turn? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not stunned anymore.
You're not stunned anymore. No, at the end of your turn, you are not stunned. So that being said, seeing as this cannon did so much damage to it, it is going to go. You see the tail of this this creature reach up and is just going to slam twice onto this cannon and try and destroy it.
No.
I believe both of those are going to hit
Matty's
the
like,
cannon.
no, not the cannon!
Yeah, both of those are going to hit the cannon.
No! Make it stop!
I was gonna do something really cool with that.
No, hit us instead.
Cannon takes
Break the cannons.
Cannon takes 24 and 22 points of thunder damage.
Yikes.
Oh, y'all.
Cannon is still up though.
Mending. It'll be all good.
Okay. That was its
that.
turn. So, Reksha, it is now your turn.
So I have 3 things I can do right now. I could either try to I could try to go cast Mending on the cannon to maybe make it not die. I could cast Bless, or I don't know if the cannons still need to be reloaded or if I could attack with one of the cannons.
You saw the individual reload it at the.
So I'm choosing between I can go attack it with, or I could cast Bless to make it easier for us to pass any other more like lightning storms.
I wouldn't be opposed to Bless, but I'm also not opposed to big booms.
I'm also not opposed to a Bless. There are some people that don't have the best decks, yourself included.
Yeah. I think for me, because I literally cannot pass the save without it, Reksha's just going to he's going to go over to one of the cannons for next time, but he's going to he's already standing by one, so it's all fine. But
Okay, so also just so you know, this one that you're standing by is a ballista. The cannon is all the way back here. That one that made the big explosion.
The ballista, yeah, it's fine. No matter what it is, it's
I
fine.
just wanted to make sure you
yeah. He's going to cast Bless on... I think he can cast it on himself.
Yeah, you can cast it on yourself, yeah.
and then he is going to cast it on also Matty and Dumka, because we're the ones who failed.
I would give it to Saren instead of me.
Too bad.
Oh, Dumka. Actually, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw when you took that damage for Fly.
Yeah. Do have those at advantage, though.
You do.
And I'm going to
The first one
concentrate.
was a 25, and the second
you're
one was a
fine.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Reksha. What was the rest of you? So you casting Bless. Who are you casting that on? Yourself?
Me, Matty, and Dumka, because we
Okay.
failed, and
So yeah. So you all just remember you all have Bless on you. You want to do anything else?
I don't really have any bonus action things to do since I already cast a spell. Oh, I can harness divine power as a bonus action and get my first level spell slot that I just expended back.
Oh, nice. There you go. So you gain your first level spell slot that you just used back.
Yep.
All right.
That's my
That
turn.
means Tremayne, it is your turn.
Yes, I just got the picture of the thing up, and it's on the stream because this is from like the D&D books. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's from the D&D books.
Because I recognize it. Okay, I am gonna hit this thing with my sword. I'll move away from like the ballista so that like some crew member can take it, because I just feel like it's not my thing. I just feel like it's not my calling. So I'm gonna come over just a little,
Sure.
and I'm gonna swang at it.
All right. Oh no.
Okay, so that's a 11 on the
What is
total.
happening with
I
Tremayne
rolled,
today?
I rolled a 2. You know what? She's not supposed to be in the air. She's a rock person.
True. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I had thought about doing, because I can do like a precision attack, but it's literally not gonna matter.
Lightning is weak against rock types.
Not this rock type. I'm gonna do it again. Right? Can I hit twice? Yeah, I can hit twice.
You can attack twice, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fighter.
Come on.
Okay, hold on. I think that does it. 19, 20, 21, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
There you go.
Okay. $14
14
to hit.
points of damage.
Yeah, points of damage, yeah.
Nice.
Right, I don't have to. Oh my god, I forget how to fight on this character. Yeah. I didn't. Oh, but, it's speed. Since that slashing damage is reduced by 10, if that matters.
Its speed is reduced.
By
Is that just
10.
walking speed?
Nope,
Or is
just
that
its speed.
just speed?
Just
Okay,
its
cool.
speed.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use an action surge, I suppose,
Okay.
and do it again.
Sure.
Oh my god. Alright. Sorry, guys, I feel like I completely forgot how to play this character. I'm gonna... You know what? I kind of want to do Great Weapon Master, even though I've been rolling like ass. I'm gonna do these ones Great Weapon Master, because you know what? Like, why not?
Yeah. You do you.
Do it.
Okay. 25 minus 5 is
Plus
20.
That hits.
Yeah!
Okay.
Big
so-
damage, Tremayne!
And I get to add 10, right?
Plus 10 to it, yeah.
Plus
for Whatever
10.
you roll.
Yes!
16, 26 points of slashing damage. And this is my magic sword, so it's
Yeah, I figured. So 26.
Hell
Yeah.
All right. Second
Um,
attack.
yeah. And you know what? For this one, I'm gonna use a superiority die for. Well, okay, I use it for like the damage. So that is. We'll see if I even hit.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah, that's. Well, actually. Okay, so 14 minus 5 is 9, plus 9 is 18 to hit. Wait, let me run. Hold on. I'm gonna use. Hold on. I'm gonna use a superiority die to add. I'm gonna do precision attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add a d8. I think. I don't know.
Go for it.
I think at this level it's a D8.
Yeah, to the attack roll. So that makes it I rolled a 2, so that makes it a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use.
You would not have hit if you didn't do that. So.
I wasn't gonna freaking risk it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my another superiority die because that one is a bonus. No, it's a bonus action for me to add the damage. I'm sorry, guys. The other one was just not an action. It just happens. So I need this, and I need this. 6, 10, 11, 21, 27 points of slashing damage.
Yeah. You make contact with this thing 3 times? No, 2 times? 3 times? And you're making these gashes into this body, and actually you see even though its body is basically just like really condensed air and it's not like a full body of it, your gashes with your sword are actually leaving holes in the air, and it's not closing super fast anymore like it was. So
cool. And then
starting to do some damage to it.
This isn't relevant until my next turn, but the fainting attack that I did to add damage, that one gives me advantage on my next attack roll, which is for my next turn, but I'm just putting it out there in case I forget.
Okay.
Or maybe. I'm done.
Alright. It's going to use its legendary action, since you just did so much damage to it.
Uh-huh.
Yep, okay, so everybody in this line, which is just Tremayne, because it can't move. So Tremayne, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Can you heal it by 6 points? I messed up.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not, and I'm adding one of my points back because I completely misread how I did. I've done this before. Okay, what am I rolling?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. It is using its 3 legendary actions
18.
to use its Screaming Gale attack.
Bro, don't Screaming Gale me! That's an 18!
Alright, you
Reaction
fail.
plus 5.
Plus 5 is, what is
To-
that?
18
To
plus
the save.
5 to the save.
Oh, that's a 23.
Okay. Yes. So you succeed.
Oh,
Luckily. You say you take half damage.
Calls out to you to like duck.
Flash of genius. Wait! Try ducking!
You would have taken 28 points of thunder damage. However, that's half, so you take 14. And as this thing opens its mouth and just this thunderous force, almost like you're getting hit with a thunderbolt, basically, just contacts you, and you get the sense that if it wasn't for Matty saying this, you would have been knocked off of your feet and flung in a direction. And everybody else that is looking, you
Fusro dead?
You see this line out the back, a mile long, that this left a hole in like the storm behind Tremayne in this line.
That's kind of dope.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
That was its legendary actions. So
Is that line a mile long?
Yeah.
The attack?
Yeah, it's wind in a line a mile long and 20 feet wide. Oh wait, 20 feet wide.
Uh-oh.
No! I didn't mean to have you read it! No, wait!
Oh
I
no!
thought it was just a
couldn't
5-foot line.
No!
No, I'm sorry! Take it back! You didn't say that!
So Matty and
No!
Beckett, please make that.
No!
saving
I
throw.
didn't say that!
If me and Beckett go, I have Featherfall.
You used your reaction for
so-
Flash of Genius!
Oh, I don't have Featherfall.
So you need a roll from me now?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw for both of you. And where is Saren? Is Saren actually over there where you have
Yeah.
her? Okay.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
will say,
interested.
depending on what happens here, you can take back your reaction to give Tremayne that if you want, because I didn't realize it was 24, so you can change what you want to do. But yeah, dexterity saving throw from Matty and Beckett, please.
Okay.
You bless.
I know I rolled it. I only rolled.
Chel.
Do you want to take the?
Oh,
no, Chel, no.
9.
18.
With the bless?
Wait, okay.
I don't have
Doesn't
plus.
matter.
You know,
With the
Nine
plus
and-
18.
Okay.
Wait, okay. So
Do
you
you want
don't
to
have
take
it,
back
so
your
take
reaction?
No.
Maddie,
You don't want to take back your reaction.
No, she would.
Okay.
She. This is Maddie. She would save her friends before she saves
oh
herself.
my god, we get to choose
Okay.
the main character.
So you two are hit with this thunderous force from this mouth. You both
How
take
much?
28 points of thunder damage,
Oh
and you
no!
are thrown backwards 60 feet, or until you collide with something.
There's a
Which
railing, right?
You do hit a railing. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
from both of you all, or
Okay.
I will say no. This isn't gonna be a. Yeah, this would be a save. Dexterity saving throw for both of you all to hang
Okay.
on to the railing. You all both collide with this railing.
Chel, stop. What is that face?
Natural 20 plus 1.
Okay.
Oh no!
Maddie, you take an additional 3 points of bludgeoning
I'm out.
damage.
I'm out.
Oh. Well, luckily you saved. You hit the railing and you just get collapsed to the
Okay,
ground.
so I'm knocked unconscious against the railing.
Yeah, you're on the deck.
You're giving me that nat 20 and not killing me, right?
Yes, basically.
Okay, just
Yeah, it's
checking.
basically what's happening. Well, not kill. You would have been flying off the ship.
Unconscious.
Yeah. Beckett, what was
So this isn't great, but it's not as bad. I rolled a 14.
that will you are able to stay hanging on. However, you are hanging on to the sail. You flip.
Okay.
You flip over the railing, take an additional 9 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as you hit this railing really hard, and you just go tumbling over. You grab onto the sails as you're just hanging, because this is hanging from the bottom of the ship. These sails, so you're basically dangling from the bottom of the ship right
So
now.
everybody just saw me fly over. They don't know that I'm okay.
No.
Thanks for the raid,
Yeah,
Indigo
just-
Chameleon. Thank you for the raid, Indigo Chameleon.
Yes, thank you. You see this long 20-foot wide, mile-long, just shot through the storm, just completely destroy some of your teammates.
Woo.
Well,
I'm not dead, though.
unfortunately, Maddie, it's your turn. I need a death. Can you DM me a death saving throw, please?
I will DM you the death save. 1 second.
Okay.
I don't get blessed on this, right?
It's a good
No,
song!
it's
It's,
just-
a
it's
good
just a D20.
song! It's my favorite song on our battle playlist!
Sobbing and dancing.
Alright, thank you, Maddie. It is Tusk's turn. So seeing
I'm literally at the bottom.
his friend go flying off the ship, doesn't know if they're still alive
This
or
is how
not.
he's gonna redeem himself with Beckett, isn't it?
What did you just do to your lights, Kristy? What did you just do to your camera? Don't do that because you're unconscious, you piece of poop. No,
love
put
it.
the color
Do it.
back on.
Do it. Tusk is going to
She can't die in her
Fortunately,
first fight, dude.
he's gonna go over to the side, look off the railing, see that you're still dangling there, and is going to
Take his dagger and be like,
He's going
you
to
yelled
move.
at me.
he's going to move up to where Matty is, and is going to throw you a rope. This rope that's attached to the side of the deck here.
Okay.
He's going to pick it up, and it's attached to this ballista, and he's going to just basically toss you the rope.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, to try and catch this rope.
Oh, that's probably gonna be athletics for me. Yeah, definitely athletics. Okay, that's a way better. 25.
Oh yeah. He attaches basically something like heavy to the end of it, and so it gets more like so he can throw it easier. It arcs towards you, you catch it, so now you're at least hanging on to a rope and can climb
Okay.
back up to the top of the deck if you want. And this is securely fastened to the ballista that is on the deck. So unfortunately that is his turn. He can't really do anything else. Dumka, it is your turn.
So y'all, I was gonna have a funny turn where like I fly up to it and I go like, "Grandpa, stop!" and then like probably shoot lightning at it and just be completely useless because I thought it'd be funny. But since you're all like dying now, I'll do a serious turn because he sees that this is if this is his grandpa, I need to beat the elderly. So what I'm going to do, I'm flying. So I have 60 feet of fly speed. So
Correct.
what I'm going to do is above its head, let's see. I will fly the like 30 feet to be right by its head.
Okay.
And then I will fly another 30 feet up. Okay, so I will have to just remember that I'm above it. I don't have like a way to indicate that on the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'm going to. It probably gets lost in the storm, but he yells at the top of his lungs as he's kind of coursing with electricity. He's like, "Hey, you should be picking on someone who can do something that you can do!" And I'm going to gather up its lightning, and I'm going to manifest a lightning bolt in my hands. But as I release it, I am going to transmute the spell as the brass lifeblood glows in my throat, and all of Dumka's blue scales on his arms and his face change to brass, and the lightning bolt ignites with fire, and I'm going to slam it down onto its head like a big old anvil spike.
So this is a thunderbolt just transmuted into fire, correct?
It is fire damage. It's still a dex save, and it's a 4th level fire bolt, but not the cantrip.
That's a 15.
That is still my save DC, so it does pass. Unfortunately,
that was a low roll.
Shut up.
My save isn't that. I literally have 18 charisma. It can only be so high. Anyway, that will be 35 fire damage halved to hold on, 15, 17 fire
17.
damage.
Okay.
So that is transmuted, so I have to mark off a spell point for that, sorcery point. And then you said it is like all around, so could I still technically, you're gonna think this is so stupid, but can I still do technically a melee attack?
Yeah.
Because it's the whole storm?
Well, it's not the whole storm. Its body is surrounding the ship, so with you being 30 feet above its head, you're probably not within range to melee attack any part of it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, because its body is like wrapped around the ship. So that's why it's like anybody on the ship can make a melee attack if they go to the railings. But
I didn't plan this perfectly how I meant to do it, because I wanted to also shoot some lightning. Let me see, because this is where my abilities get kind of confusing. So my elemental affinity is when I cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with my ancestry, but I changed the type so now it isn't applicable for that because
Yeah,
it was
I
a
would say
lightning
no.
bolt, but it's fire.
Yeah.
Fudge Muppet. And I used all my movement. Y'all, I'm kind of dumb sometimes. I meant to do another thing, and now I can't. Well, I meant to do another thing, and now I can't.
All right, so is that
That's
the end of your turn?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but as you throw this lightning bolt down, it impacts the top of this creature's head, and the head part of it seems like it's a little bit more condensed and, like, put together than its, like, body. It still goes through, and it, like, pierces and goes through the, like, the head part, and you can see it exit the bottom, but it had more resistance going through. So, you feel like it did a pretty good amount of damage doing that, and, yeah, and it's... You can see that it's starting to, like, it was regenerating, like it was coming back together really fast when you first started fighting this thing. Now it's kind of slowing down that a little bit. So, Beckett, it is your turn.
I actually can do something. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
I took Firebolt.
Okay.
So I'll quicken a firebolt, so I'll kind of, I'll grab a little bit of that latent fire, and I'll also throw that with a quicken. I just want to put more damage on this thing.
No, yeah, you're fine.
To interrupt, Chel.
You're okay.
So I will, boop, boop, and then I will. I have Bless.
You do have Bless.
The Bless is going to make it a 19.
That just hits.
Reksha, thank you, Reksha. So an additional 10 fire damage.
Yeah, nice. And that also, like, impacts, like, right where you shot the lightning bolt, and it also, like, kind of seeps through its wound there. Beckett, it is your turn now. I do need you to make a concentration check for your favorite foe.
Uh-huh.
So...
Concentration check is a 17.
You're fine. You still have concentration. You had to be at 14.
I'm gonna climb.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me just an athletics check for me. You have advantage since you're doing this on a rope to climb back up the ship.
Okay. Well, my athletics is an 8. I rolled an 8 on the die, so I was like, ah! But my athletics is an 8, so that's a 16.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to climb back up on the deck. That will take your movement to do so. But you are, I would say, probably take about... You're probably about 10 feet down, so you have 10 feet of movement left when you get back onto the deck.
So I didn't use my action?
No, you didn't use your action. You still have your action and your bonus action. That was just
so I get back up on the deck. I see Matty. I remember that Matty was given a potion, correct?
Yeah, Matty. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Matty has a potion.
I think I gave out my potions, didn't I?
I believe so. Yeah. Don't you have a potion? I thought everybody.
I'm
had a
pretty
potion.
sure you had. You got left with one. I'm pretty sure everybody had one.
I might have one on me.
Okay.
You brewed 3, and 2 of us had them, so everyone should have
Okay, so
one.
yeah, I do have one on my person.
Okay, because I don't have one personally because we decided who to give those 3 to, but I remember Matty still has one, so I'm gonna go through her bag.
Okay. Yeah, you can go
grab
through
her,
a bag, and you can
grab
find
her
it.
potion, and I'm going to force feed it to her.
Okay. Yeah, that will take your action and bonus action to do this.
Yes.
But you are able to do that, so go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
Nine.
You gain 9 hit points
HP.
back, Matty.
Take it.
So yeah, you are back on the deck. Saren technically gets to go.
Okay. Let me look at her stuff
So what
here.
would you like Saren to do?
Saren has an extra d6 to her attacks now. So Beckett he's gonna force feed her the potion when she wakes up. He's gonna just smile at her and say hi.
Hi.
And then Saren will. I imagine Saren was probably not very happy about me being thrown over the side of the ship.
No,
Uh,
definitely not.
And in my experience with her, she tends to go kind of feral when I'm being hurt. So she's probably going to attack the thing.
Okay.
With her 2d6.
Okay. Yeah.
So she rolls a 19.
That just hits.
Okay. And then that's 2d6 plus 3. So that's 13 piercing damage from her chompers.
Okay. So now I have a question. Is her bite considered magical?
No.
Okay. So it takes half. So
I don't
13,
think. I
so
think she was
6.
smart enough to have seen that before, but I don't think she's thinking clearly right now.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it does take half damage to non-magical
okay.
attacks. So as Saren bites down, you see that her teeth it still makes contact, but it just goes through the part of its body that she bit, and doesn't make full contact with it. Is that all Saren's doing?
And then she'd probably use her movement to come to me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's over here with me and Matty.
All right, perfect. Well, that is the top of the round, which I think we are going to end the session there. Unfortunately, we do need to make this session a little bit shorter this week, but we will pick up here at the top of the third round next time, and we'll see what happens with the rest of this encounter and how our adventurers do against this new threat in the open skies.
Oh my god.
So, anybody last minute announcements or anything that we need to shout out? Or don't forget, for the people that joined, we are currently looking for players for a new game for Power Rangers that are going. I don't know exactly when it's going to be starting, but if you check out our Twitter or Discord, you can find information about that out. So I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to play the new Power Ranger game that is going to be releasing relatively soon, to sign up. We're looking for new players to join our community. So,
don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp. You can't see it; it's too shiny. And Cardboard Castle Games, our lovely sponsors. We thank them for their patronage, and hope you pay. I don't know. Also, thanks Adrian Von Ziegler for the music that we use in the background.
Yeah. So, I believe next week is going to be Waterdeep. So, we'll be back here to see the conclusion of this fight in 2 weeks. But we will see you then. So, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see you next time.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Bye.